Hello everyone, welcome to my channel World of AWS. I hope you all are doing good. We are continuing with Git tutorial, and in this video we are going to see Git basic command. Okay, so as a DevOps engineer or as a developer, it's mandatory to know Git. Okay, and you should know Git basics command at least to work with Git. Okay, so first command we have git status. What it does, check the status of your working directory. So what it means, like whatever file need to be committed and what file got modified and on which branch you are. So git status will show that info. Okay, so I am here in my terminal and let me run git status. So on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. So working tree, whatever changes we have made in our file, we have already committed. So it's saying working tree clean. Okay, and it's showing what branch we are working currently. Okay, so let me add here. Hi. Okay, just save it, Control S. And as you can see here, we are getting one option here, modified, right? It's writing M, means modified. So now let's run git status. Let's see. So you can see output got changed, right? So it's saying changes not staged for commit. Okay, so that changes this modified testing.txt. No changes added to the commit. Use git add or git. So what command we have now? Let's go back. Here we have command git add the changes to the staging area. So we have written our code. It's not in our staging area now, because we have not added this code in staging area. We just written this code in our local system. Okay, so let's run git add dot. So as you can see we have run git add dot. So our code has been already added to staging area. Now let's run git status again to see what output we are getting. So as you can see, it's not showing any things, changes not staged for commit. This output has gone, right? On branch master, changes to be committed, means it's saying changes can be committed to whatever central repository we are using and on this branch. Okay, we haven't committed our code to this branch. Okay, we just added our code to staging area. What command next we have? We have git commit -m. So let's go back to the terminal and let me write it, git commit -m, then our commit message added testing file. Let's hit enter. So you can see master, and this is the commit ID we got. Okay, added testing file, one file change, two file insertion and one deletion. Okay, as you can see the output. Now let's run git status again. Okay, so on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. Correct, so that's good. Now let's go back to the documentation, and what command we have git log. So let's go back to the terminal, and whenever you need to commit any any repository or any code, then it's always good practice to add a commit message. So whenever you are committing, or anyone can seeing going through your code, they can easily understand what this commit is exactly going to do. Okay, so we have command git log, right? So let's go back to the document. We have git log to view commit history. So you can see commit ID this, okay, headmaster, author, added testing file, okay, commit this one, the commit ID, okay. As you can see, we are getting the logs, all the log, whoever added and whoever like changes the file and who committed this file and who on this file, everything related to the this. So we can see it here, added Vipin Kumar and added testing file, right? So let's open new terminal here again. And what command next we have git diff, show the differences between working directory and the last commit. Okay, so git diff. So we have nothing here, as we can see. So because we have already added and we have already committed all the changes, whatever changes we have made in our file, we have already added. So let's add some random texts here, and now let's run git differences again. So as you can see, it's showing the difference, whatever difference we have currently, because we have added here Ram, right? So as you can see, hi, how are you doing, and so just hit enter. Hey there, enter, hi, it's saying in red, and new line at the enter, and plus hi means this one is just currently added and it's in staging area. So Ram, that one is also got added and it's still in staging area. So hit enter, end, and control C. It's not working, I don't know why. Let me open new terminal. So what git difference command will do, it will show whatever difference between our staging area, our local repository, and the before whatever commit we have, the differences, it will show all the differences related to our repository and git. Okay, so open new terminal, go back to the document. So what command we have next, git checkout, okay, commit has move to a specific commit. So using this git checkout, okay, so move to a specific commit. If we have the specific commit ID, then only we can move to a specific commit. Okay, so let's go back here and git reset unstage changes from the staging area. So we can suppose if you writing any code, okay, and you think at that point of time, like you have written, you are done with the writing code, but after few minutes you realize no, you left something behind. So you need to work on that and you need to commit it again. Then how you can do it? You can use git reset. Okay, so you can change, you can see unstage changes after reset testing.txt. So as you can see, modified. So it our whatever changes we have made in this file, it got unstaged, and we need to, you can see it using git status, right? So you can see our file is unstaging area, in unstaging area. It's not in staging area right now, it's in only local. So you can modify it again and you can push it again. Okay, so that what actually git reset will do. Okay, so I hope you found this video informative and helpful. That's it for this video. So, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you are new to my channel, then do check out my other playlist as well. And if you have any query, then please let me know in the comment section. I will be happy to assist you on that. So thanks for watching, keep supporting, and see you in the next video.